In a significant political development that underscores the continuing high-stakes battles in Washington, former U.S. President Donald Trump is set to meet with top congressional leaders on Monday, according to a senior White House official. The meeting, which will take place against a backdrop of mounting political and economic tensions, is expected to cover a wide range of issues, from government funding deadlines and foreign policy challenges to Trump's renewed influence on Republican strategy ahead of the 2026 midterms. The announcement comes at a time when partisan divisions in Congress are sharper than ever. The Biden administration continues to push its legislative agenda, while Trump, who remains the de facto leader of the Republican Party, is attempting to shape the GOP's strategy both in Congress and in preparation for the next presidential election cycle. His meeting with congressional leaders is therefore being seen not only as a routine political consultation, but also as a signal of Trump's enduring role in the highest levels of U.S. policymaking. Key topics on the agenda. Although officials have not confirmed the full agenda, sources close to the discussion suggest that the meeting will likely focus on several pressing issues. Government funding and budget negotiations. With deadlines looming and the possibility of another federal shutdown, negotiations over spending priorities are at the center of the political stage. Trump is expected to push Republicans to take a tougher stance on spending cuts, while Democrats emphasize protecting social safety nets and investing in infrastructure. Foreign policy challenges. Ongoing conflicts, including the war in Ukraine and tensions in the Middle East, are expected to be central topics. Trump has frequently criticized current U.S. foreign policy, calling for reduced spending abroad and a stronger focus on domestic issues. Border security and immigration. With immigration remaining one of Trump's signature issues, it is highly likely he will urge GOP leaders to press for stricter border control measures and use the issue as a rallying point for the party's base. Upcoming elections. With the midterms approaching, Trump is keen to consolidate Republican messaging and candidate support. His meeting with congressional leaders is expected to be as much about electoral strategy as about legislative priorities. Political significance. Trump's decision to hold this meeting illustrates how deeply involved he remains in day-to-day political strategy. Unlike previous former presidents who often step away from active political engagement, Trump has positioned himself as an ongoing force within Washington. His influence over Republican lawmakers, many of whom rely on his endorsement and political capital, ensures that his voice continues to resonate in the Capitol. For Democrats, this meeting represents both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, Trump's involvement could make bipartisan negotiations more difficult, as he often encourages Republicans to adopt combative stances. On the other, his presence also allows Democrats to sharpen their own messaging, presenting themselves as a counterweight to what they describe as Trump's politics of division. White House perspective. A senior White House official, confirming the Monday meeting, stressed that President Biden remains focused on delivering results for the American people, regardless of political distractions. The president will continue to work with leaders in Congress to keep the government funded, protect our alliances abroad, and strengthen the economy at home, the official said. While the official avoided directly commenting on Trump's role, the statement underscored the Biden administration's determination to highlight its own agenda and frame Trump's involvement as an attempt to undermine progress. Looking ahead, the Monday meeting is expected to generate significant media attention and could set the tone for weeks of political maneuvering in Washington. With Trump's presence, the gathering becomes more than a typical negotiation session. It transforms into a stage for the ongoing battle over the future of American politics. If Trump successfully rallies congressional Republicans to adopt his hardline positions, it could complicate bipartisan efforts to avoid gridlock. Conversely, if moderates in Congress push back, it could signal cracks in Trump's influence. Either way, the outcome of the meeting will be closely scrutinized by political analysts, foreign allies, and voters alike. As Washington braces for yet another week of high-stakes negotiations, one thing is clear: Donald Trump is not stepping away from the political spotlight. His meeting with top congressional leaders is just the latest reminder that, love him or oppose him, his presence continues to shape the nation's political landscape.